Sam, trying to, build our relationship, work out, see what he wants me to do this season. One of those things is becoming a better leader and leading the guys that, our younger guys and, being a leader on the court, because he can't be on the court with us. So I feel like those are a couple of big things that, we've been talking about.
I'm sure you've heard it all morning. January 27th, what's that going to be like?
It's going to be electrifying in there. I'm not trying to get too much into it. We're just looking at it as another game. We can't think about it too much, because when you think about it and you try to put too much emotion into it, that's when things can start happening. You start trying to do too much. So, it's just going to be another game. We've got to lock into the scouting report.
Do you, I don't want to say the word resent, but do you feel a little bit of distrust as you transfer to Providence, largely part to play for Coach Cooley, him leaving? How does you feel as transfer more into the system?
Yeah.
Into the part?
I don't look at it as distrust. It's a business at the end of the day. If you have aspirations to play in the NBA, which I do, you get bounced around all the time. So, you can't be, too comfortable at all times, like I said, it's a business decision at the end of the day. I thank him, for everything he did for me, last season, because without him, I probably wouldn't have had the season I did. So, it was great playing for him for that 1 year that I got to play for him. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Ryan, biggest part.
How you doing?
Would you walk us through the decision to stay at Providence after the change in coaches?
For sure. Coach Knapp, our athletic director, wanted me to, wait my options out and see who he's going to bring in. Once he ended up bringing in Coach English, I sat down with me and my parents with Coach English. We talked to him and, just see what his expectations and what, he wanted me to do this season, what those were from him. So, that was pretty much the decision, which led me to come back. He was telling me he has a great, I don't know how to say it, but great kind of chart or whatever to, for me to get to that next level. And, he was going to put me in the best position on the court to be successful. So, that was my decision when I came back.
Bryce, I'm Tyler Cassidy.
How you doing?
Big East Power Room.
Thank you.
Last year, first year in the Big East. This year, teams are game planning for you. You're an all first team Big East to start. How are you adjusting, being targeted like that every single night?
I feel like I experienced it some last season. I just got to lock into my teammates. I know that there's going to be people trying to take away my primary move, so I'm going to have to, have a secondary move to their counters. And counter that. But, I've been working on my game and trying to, put myself in the best positions, this season to, have the ability to not be so one-dimensional and just have counters to team defenses that are locking into me on the scouting report.
Bryce, you referenced Kim English's background in the NBA. How much of that was played into your decision, and how much of a change have you felt with Kim English bringing in some of these NBA players, bringing in Rob Gronkowski? Is it a different atmosphere with the NBA background now?
For sure, that was a big decision on why I came back. Him being in the NBA and experiencing that at that level, I get to pick his brain all the time and see what he did wrong when he was in the NBA and what he did well to get to the NBA. So, he told me that his problem was when he got to the NBA that, he was just content with getting there and didn't really work as hard when he got there. So, I try to, just take little things from him and, try to put it into my game and my mindset and stuff like that. So, that was a big, reason why I came back.
What do you want to add to your game to make sure that you're successful at that next level?
I feel like it's just my mind, being able to, not let things affect me when things don't go my way. I'm trying to be more of a leader this year on the court. That's one big thing that he wants me to do. Being able to lead the guys. Once you get to the next level, you got to, build up your communication. You can't be silent. So, that's a big thing I've been working on is my voice in practice.
I got one more question. I was at the Mel Brown scrimmage a couple weeks ago. I tweeted out that you look to be in the best shape of your life.
Yes, sir.
Is there any validity to that? Have you lost some weight?
That's valid. I have lost some weight. I lost about 12 to 14 pounds since last season. I feel way more lighter on the court. I'm more athletic. I can move better on my feet. So, I feel like that's a game changer for me this season. I can't wait to play.
Thank you so much for your time, Bryce.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
How much of the bond that you guys have built, and whether you both transferred in as freshmen, you're only your third coach in 3 years, how much of the bond you guys have built has kind of really been strategy fortifying for you?
We built a strong bond. When we first came in the season, and we were rooming together. We were just going out, trying to find spots around town. to go eat at. Just trying to get closer to each other and build our chemistry, because we know that was going to lead to us being better off on the court. So yeah, I mean, just being his roommate last year was amazing, and I feel like it helped us on the court.
Maybe that bond you built helped fortify your decision to stay. Obviously building the relationship with Coach English like you did, but knowing that everyone was going to be here, like you guys both tweeted out the same day that
For sure.
you guys were going to stay. How much was that kind of you guys consulted each other throughout the whole thing as you both made your decisions?
For sure, it was a big reason. Being able to be comfortable, I feel like that's a big reason why I came back to Providence. Is I know what to expect, and I know what I'm getting myself into with my teammates I have coming back. I'm comfortable playing with them, and I know what their tendencies are. So, that was a big reason why I came back, was the players that came back.
See a big reason?
For sure, definitely is a big reason. Yeah.
What was it like being his roommate, and how much that would playing video games, whatever, like you said, going out trying to find spots to eat, how much that was fun?
For sure, it was really fun. Like I said, we play video games, we play 2K with each other, Fortnite. So just doing little things off the court, not focusing on basketball too much, but trying to get to know each other better off the court, what they like to do, what their tendencies are, and just hanging out with them, just trying to build a better bond. That was big.
You both of you, I feel like you're very similar in basketball stories. We're SEC schools, being here, you're on your third coach in 3 years.
Yeah.
How much, you just look at everything that you guys have gone through and like this bond, regardless of what happens, we're always going to have this.
For sure, no matter what happens, we build a bond for a lifetime, for life, for sure. Like you said, nobody can take that away. I know that we're going to be close with each other. Far after our basketball careers, I know I can always text Dev, and he's going to text me right back. And just keep trying to keep on building that relationship, and it's going to be a fun year.
What's it like the Garden practice?
It's tough. He's physical. He's very fast. Has a very quick first step. And it's a tough guard, but iron sharpens iron, and we're looking forward to the season.
Do you feel like one of the aspects of your game, maybe getting a little faster, like you said, maybe losing weight, maybe getting a little stronger? Does that come from maybe guarding each other a little bit?
I feel like it has a little bit to do with each other.
The parts of your game versus the parts of his game.
For sure, going at each other every day in practice, it helps. And just the other things that we did off court, individually. Strength and conditioning workouts, watching what we eat. So, yeah, I feel like it did play a big part.
Do you view this like he does, like this is kind of a finished business?
Yes, for sure.
Because of the way last season ended?
For sure. That was a big thing that we talked about coming back. There's more to be done, and, that's a big goal that we want to do is, go farther than we did last year. Thank you.
Hi, Bryce. If it's okay for me to give a follow-up with one of the questions that was asked earlier.
For
you
sure.
were talking about mentality.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you're either reading or doing to help with the mentality, so then that way you could feel like feeling good with that?
For sure. I would say the thing that I'm doing right now is, I go in with my Coach English, and, he shows me videos of NBA players, leading, not even anything that has to do with offense. But like a video that I watched with him is PJ Tucker. And, just his voice that he uses in practice, him picking up his teammates, just his leadership on the court is a big thing that I'm trying to, incorporate into my game. And I know it's going to, help me be that leader that Coach wants me to be on the court. And it's just going to put our team in a better place, because he can be on the court with us. So, being able to lead the guys on the court is going to be a big thing for us this year.
And you were talking about a little bit about being a leader. So how is it that you're going to use your voice to help, especially if there's some of the newer guys coming into Providence? How are you going to use your voice to yourself to be a leader, especially for them in the school?
For sure, I just got to be louder. Coach wants to hear my voice. Sometimes I talk and Coach says it's not good enough because, it's not loud enough because we're going to be playing in front of, 12, 13,000 people a night. So, just being able to give myself up to my teammates, not thinking about myself as much, and just giving myself up to the teammates is going to be big for us.
I guess how do you balance that? Because you obviously want to be successful and show the world what you could do, but then you also want to lead the school to newer heights. So how I guess are you going to try to balance that?
For sure. I feel like, it's not going to stop me from doing what I do. I feel like if I see my teammates, down or anything, I'm going to pick them up and, tell them everything's going to be okay. Just lock back in and, everything's going to be fine. So.
Cool. Thank you so much.